Hi, it's Panda Movies here. Today, I'm going to explain the movie called The Platform. Warning, there are spoilers ahead. Enjoy the video. Goreng awakens in a concrete cell with the number 48 written on it. Trimagasi, his cellmate, says that they are in a vertical self-management center, also known as the pit, which is a tower-style facility where food is served through a platform that travels from the top down, halting for a certain period on each floor. Those on lower levels can only eat what those on higher levels leave, and if anyone tries to keep any of the food, the cell is heated or cooled to lethal degrees. Every month, people are allocated to a new level at random. Goreng chose a copy of Don Quixote, while Trimagasi chose a self-sharpening knife, as each tenant is allowed to bring in one item. Trimagasi reveals that when he and his old cellmate were assigned to level 132, they cannibalized a prisoner who had fallen down the shaft. Miharu, a bleeding woman, rides down the platform one day. Trimagasi claims that every month, she descends the abyss in pursuit of her child. Goreng volunteered to serve 6 months in the facility in exchange for a diploma, while Trimagasi is serving a year in prison for manslaughter as they converse. They become friends over the first month, but Goreng wakes up bound to his bed on the day of the room shuffle. They've been moved to level 171, where when the platform arrives, it'll be devoid of food. Trimagasi reveals that he intends to cut sections of Goreng's flesh to sustain them both, and that Goreng may survive if he is complicit. Trimagasi becomes weaker on the 9th day and begins severing Goreng's leg, but she is assaulted by Miharu as she descends the platform. Trimagasi is killed by Goreng after she frees him. Trimagasi's flesh is hacked out by Miharu, who feeds some to Goreng and eats some herself. When he asks about her child, she nurses Goreng but departs on the platform. Goreng is haunted by Trimagasi the night before the shuffle, who says that they are now one and the same, and that Trimagasi would never leave him. Goreng awakens on level 33 with a woman named Imagiri and her dog, Rameses II, in the 3rd month. Goreng recognized her as the person from the administration who questioned him before incarcerating him. When she was diagnosed with terminal cancer, she claimed she was unaware of the appalling conditions and volunteered to help. Imagiri restricts her food and tries to persuade the guys on level 34 to do the same, but they are dismissive. Goreng threatens to poop on the meal if they do not comply after 2 weeks, and it succeeds. The two start arguing over persuasive techniques. When Miharu arrives injured one day, Goreng and Imagiri tend to her. Goreng informs Imagiri of Miharu's quest for her child, but Imagiri informs Goreng that minors under the age of 16 are not permitted to visit the facility, and Miharu enters alone. She also claims to be aware that there are a total of 200 levels. The following month, Goreng awakens on level 202 to discover Imagiri had hanged herself. Goreng, plagued by visions of Trimagasi and Imagiri, eats her flesh to stay alive, with Trimagasi and Imagiri commanding him to do so. Goreng gets promoted to level 6 at the start of the 5th month. Baharat, his new cellmate, tries unsuccessfully to escape by climbing to the upper floor. Goreng encourages Baharat to ride the platform down with him, rationing the food so that everyone gets a share, estimating that there are 250 levels. They resolve to guard the food until they reach level 50, at which point they will begin to distribute it. Senior, one of the detainees, is a knowledgeable man. Rambank persuades them to send the administration a symbolic message by leaving a single dish unfinished, a panna cotta. They distribute out parts to the inmates as they descend further, attacking those who refuse to participate. They come into Miharu fighting 2 other convicts on the way and attempt to save her, but she is slain and they are seriously damaged. Goreng and Baharat keep down until they reach level 333, where the platform comes to a halt. Goreng observes a youngster hiding under the bed, Miharu's daughter. He steps off the platform, hesitantly followed by Baharat, only for the platform to descend, leaving them behind. They feed the girl the untouched panna cotta they had kept as a message for the administrators at the top, despite Baharat's reluctance. Goreng passes out and has a dream about Baharat informing him that the girl is the message. The next day, Goreng discovers Baharat dead from his injuries, having bled out. When the platform arrives, Goreng takes the youngster with him. Goreng exits the platform and walks away with Trimagasi, both turning to watch as the girl ascends to the top of the platform.